trained to be a gladiator, breaks out of jail, gathers a group of rebels, and begins raiding Roman towns and even defeating Roman legions. Spartacus was born around the middle of the Strymon River, located in Bulgaria, in 111 BC. Xerxes crossed this river during 480 BC. He took 9 young boys and 9 maidens and buried them alive as a tribute to the river gods. It is believed that Spartacus was either a captive taken by the legions or an auxiliary from the Roman legions arrested for running away. An auxiliary was a soldier from a group called the Auxilia, which were a group of soldiers that usually weren't Roman citizens. Most of the legion's special soldiers and cavalry were provided by the Auxilia. Spartacus was taken to a gladiatorial school near Capua, Italy, which belonged to Lentulus Batiatus, where he trained to be a heavy gladiator called the Mirmillo. Mirmillos used long scuda and 18-foot-long gladii. In 73 BC, Spartacus and other slaves planned an escape. A group of 70 seized kitchen tools, broke out of the prison, and then defeated a small group of soldiers sent after them. After the escaped prisoners went around the surrounding area and recruited many other slaves, they set up camp on Mount Vesuvius. Once they were there, the group chose Spartacus along with 2 other slaves as their leaders. Rome sent out a militia to attack Spartacus and his troops on Mount Vesuvius. They waited, hoping to force Spartacus to surrender out of starvation. When Spartacus made ropes out of vines, climbed down the side of the volcano, and absolutely destroyed the Roman camp from behind, killing almost all of them. The rebels then defeated a second group sent to stop them and took their military materials. Due to these easy victories, slaves poured into Spartacus's group of rebels, growing his ranks to 70,000, 14 times larger than the typical Roman legion. If you ever wanted to see a volcano, that's what it looks like on the inside. Calm down. No, it's very amazing. As the empire grew worried of the dangerous rebels, Crassus, who was the wealthiest man in Rome, volunteered to command 8 legions in the hopes to stop the rebellion. When Spartacus and his rebels moved back north in 71 BC, Crassus deployed 6 of his legions on the perimeter of the area and 2 legions, led by Mummius, to go behind the rebels. However, Mummius's legions were devastated by Spartacus. After this, Crassus and his legions won a few small battles, and Spartacus's underdogs were encamped in Rhegium. And this is what Rhegium looks like now. I'm a magician, so the buildings are 3D. In 71 BC, on the right bank of Selle River in Sinocia, was what is assumed to be Spartacus's last battle. His forces were defeated by the Roman legions. Crassus's legions captured 2,000 rebels and had them crucified. The Roman Senate assured everyone that Spartacus had been killed, but it was discovered later that his body was never found. Spartacus wasn't only an influential person in ancient times. For centuries to come, he would be the inspiration for modern freedom fighters and revolutionaries by showing them to stand up for themselves. Nailed it.